Lester's report. I know you see it as the Chatting It Up with CJ platform, but I am working on this. I am changing things throughout here, and I'll be making a playlist on my YouTube channel for the Lester's report. A lot of things have happened lately, so let's get into it. So, what do we got going on here? Well, I have created a website, and it's going to be my umbrella for everything I do, basically. But I'm going to be cleaning it up so it can be look professional and all that kind of good stuff. But I'm going to have everything that I work on and do under one umbrella at cjlester.com. I started a investigative journalist outlet, and it has taken off tremendously. I have only been doing it for 3 weeks, but I am loving it, and thank you for your support for those who are listening and watching and looking at my articles online. I really appreciate it. Keep it up. I'll be saying some more stuff throughout the show here. But this show is going to be called the Lester Report, and it's going to be a bi-weekly report headline show for all the stuff that I have been working on throughout the 2 weeks. So let's get into it. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Lester's Report. Again, this is a weekly headline show where I break down everything I've been working on and what I've found and what's coming up right next here on Rockdale and Newton counties. I am CJ Lester. I am an independent journalist and founder of the CJ Lester Investigates. This show exists because local government needs accountability, and it matters. Your tax dollar matters, and your community and your vote, and you deserve to know what is happening. Tonight, we got a lot to cover. We're going to get into the background of what's happening in Conyers with the Mayor Connie Alsobrook and some serious questions about how your city is being run. We are going to follow the money on a federal corruption case involving former Newton County officials headed in trial in April. I hadn't posted these things yet because I'm working on them, and some of these stories, like I said, I haven't posted, but I will be. And just keep an eye on these things. We'll be talking about it, but I hadn't posted anything, but I've sent emails and ORR requests. If I say ORR, that is meaning open records request. So, all right, what have we got going on here? And so that trial begins in April, and I'm going to be telling you about those investigations. I have opened that are just getting started too, or opened some that are just getting started. Like I said, including a contract in Rockdale County that I believe the public deserve to know the interest to. It's a little old, but it's still new at the same time because, but we'll get into it. But you'll know what I'm talking about once we get there. So what have I found in the Mayor Alsobrook in the administrative assistance request? My first major published investigation was about Conyers Mayor Connie Alsobrook, and specifically a question she made that raised some serious questions about the boundaries between mayoral authority and city administration. And here's what I found. Mayor Alsobrook requested the city hire a personal administrative assistant to support her directly. Now, on the surface, that may not sound like alarming, but the issues is how it was handled and what it tells about how the power is being exercised in the city. I've obtained relevant public records and reviewed the request and reported the facts. What I found is that this wasn't a routine budget item going through the normal channels in the way it should have been. There were questions about the proper processes and who was consulted and about whether this represented the kind of administration overreach that Conyers residents should be aware of. This was my first published investigation under CJ Lester Investigates. It has set the tone for what my platform is going to be: original records based on local accountability journalism. Not rumors, not opinion. Public documents and the facts they reveal. That's it. Straight to the facts. And I'm still looking at that as well. I'm not finished with that one, but there'll be some more stories on that, I believe, as well. But let's continue. But if you haven't read the full story, it's over at cjlester.com. Now, let's follow the money, the Barnes and Lindsey federal trial. For those in Rockdale County, may also follow a little bit in Newton County. These are the two counties I'm going to cover. It's a lot to cover, but I'm one person. So let's get into it. Now, let's have a talk about a story that is going to get much bigger this spring. Former Newton County officials Marcello Barnes and Stephanie Lindsey are headed to federal trial in April of 2026. This is a federal corruption case, not a local misdemeanor federal charges, and it involves people who were trusted with the public's business in Newton County. I have been tracking this case and building out my coverage in advance for the trial. Federal corruption cases cases at the local level are exactly the kind of story that independent journalists need to be covering, because if we're not, nobody is. And here's what I want you to know right now. The trial is set for April 2026, and I'll be covering it, and I'll be bringing you updates as they develop. And when the trial starts, you're going to want to hear about it. Here's the first and full details at cjlester.com. If you have information related to this case, if you know something about how Newton County government operates during this period, I want to hear from you. This is a secure contact form at cjlester.com. You can contact me there, where you talk about the tips. And again, they are confidential. You do not even have to say your name. You can create a whole new email if you want to be totally secret. So just let me know. I need some help over here in Newton County. I have a lot of help in Rockdale County because I have a lot of contacts, but I'm getting started over here in Newton County. So if you know about Newton County government and their dealings and how to operate it, let me know. Send me an email at cjlesterinvestigates.com. All right. So, open investigations. What do we have coming? Now, let me tell you what I am working on right now. The investigations I have open are not fully published yet. This one is not at all, but this is the one in Rockdale County that I'm telling you about. It's the Georgia Strategy Group contract in Rockdale County. This is one of the deepest stories I'm digging into right now. Rockdale County has entered into a contract with a firm called the Georgia Strategy Group. And the way that the contract came together raises some serious procedural questions. I'm talking about an $80,000 payment that went through the board and have already rejected a similar contract. The public deserves to know exactly how and what happened, who approved it, and what the counties got in return. I have opened the request file, and the story is coming. And another story I'm working on is in the city of Conyers. Ordinance 1455, Charter Amendment changes in Conyers. This is another big story. I'm also digging into the changes made in the Conyers City Charter through Ordinance 1455. Charter amendments affect how your city government operates at a foundational level. And anytime those changes are made, the public deserves to understand what has changed and why. I am working through the documents now, and I also secured a meeting with Mayor Evans, and me and him are going to be sitting down and having an interview next week. So that's going to be a big help as well. And the city's been very helpful with my request and ORR requests, so that's very good to know. And then the other thing I'll be looking into is Rockdale County officials' active investigation. I also have an active investigation into a Rockdale County official that I'm not ready to name on camera yet. I have records requests filed, well, not filed yet, and I am letting the documentation lead. When the recording is solid and the story is published, I'll bring to you here in full, and that's how I do things. Records first, then story. And this, again, won't be no opinion of me. I'm just, people are wanting to know. So, how do we do that? We file open records requests. We get the story, we get the documents, we get the facts, and then we report. These stories take time. Public records requests take time, but I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not going to drop them. So, just to let you know that. Also, on the ballot, I do. This is chatting it up with CJ right now, but on the platform, and I've started, the interviewing the candidates. I also want to tell you about a new section I've launched on cjlester.com called On the Ballot, or I think I named it Meet the Candidate. This is my candidate profile section, and dedicated to coverage to people that are running for office in Newton and Rockdale Counties. Not endorsements, not political commentary. Just giving you the information you need to make informed decisions about those you are voting for. And I'll also be on that page as well. I'll try to get both Rockdale and Newton counties election days. They should be the same, but and voting polls where they're at and all that kind of good stuff. I already have a published profile on Rockdale County Board of Education candidate Jose Lopez. More profiles. I also have one on Melissa Mills, and I have an interview with them today. I'll be posting this on Saturday, so the one interview has already happened, but you can go back and look at that on my YouTube channel at Chatting It Up with CJ. And if you are a candidate, listen up. If you are a candidate, or you know one who deserves coverage, reach out to me at cjlester.com or cj@cjlesterinvestigates.com. I want to hear from you. So, one more thing before I close. My interview series, like I was talking about, Chatting It Up with CJ, is continuing. I'm working on scheduling Councilman Terry Fay. He's a friend of mine, I know very well. He's the youngest councilman in the history of that city. He grew up right there in the metro Atlanta area, attended Middle Grove High School, graduated from Georgia State, and is now serving District 2 in Stonecrest. That is a conversation you don't want to miss. And I'm going to reach back out to him. But if he sees this, please reach out to me again, and we'll set up that interview for you. And when the date is confirmed, I'll announce it on all my platforms. So, a note to the community and local businesses. Before I close, I want to share something exciting. CJ Lester Investigates have been live for just a few weeks, and the site has already seen regular traffic. People are reading, sharing, and engaging in the stories, and that tells me this community is hungry for this kind of coverage. As the platform grows, or continues to grow, I am beginning to explore sponsorships and advertisement opportunities for local businesses who want to reach Rockdale and Newton County readers. I am looking for lawyers, real estate agents, restaurants, that type of business, and even really small businesses that want to come on here and advertise, and that people will be seeing your flyers or whatever you have on my website. And I am also at this time taking time to clean up the website, make it more professional, platform for what this community deserves. If you own a local business and you're interested in being part of what I'm building here, reach out again to me at cjlester.com. I'd love to have a conversation with you. So, also I want to say some stuff before we go to the people who have been sending me tips. Thank you. Sharing my stories, reaching out with feedback. It means a lot, and I have been getting feedback. This is exactly what I built the site for. I'm not a big media outlet. I don't have a newsroom. I work night shifts Monday through Thursday, and I build this platform on the weekends. And during the weeks when I have time, when I'm not sleeping. But I believe that local journalism matters. I believe you deserve to know what your government is doing with your money and your trust. So keep the tips coming, keep sharing the stories, keep holding your elected officials accountable alongside with me. You can find everything at cjlester.com. Subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on my Facebook, and if you have a tip and you want to share confidentially, there's a secure site form on the site as well. I'm CJ Lester, and this has been the Lester's Report. Good night, and God bless, and thank you for tuning in. And one more thing, this is going to be a pre-recorded show every bi-weekly week, so it won't be live. Maybe eventually I'll do live, or once in a while I'll do a live Lester's Report, so y'all can send me tips live on the thing if you want to. But for right now, I'm doing this pre-recorded. I think that's the best way to do this. And again, thank you, good night, and God bless.